Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the 5 books that I'm definitely going to read this fall. It's nighttime and I've been spending my days mostly working, so I'm pretty tired and I have a giant zit on my face, which will be there next week as well because I'm going to make next week's video as well. And so, for all of you who don't know me, my name is Prudence and I'm the creator behind the webcomic series Planet Prudence. That was my cat's butt. So, apparently my cat is going to walk into this video as well. Why not? So, besides YouTube, you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and Webtoon with the same username. Next to making webcomics, I also do projects, portraits, commissions, whatever you want to call it. I host my own webshop, planetprudence.com, and I have my own book, and that's about it. Next week I'm going to come back with an entirely new collection for the webshop. I'm so excited. So let's talk about those books that I'm going to read. The first book I'm going to read is You by Caroline Katniss. This video will be so entertaining with my cat just running around. So this book follows Beck and is written from Joe's perspective. Joe falls in love with Beck and he just searches her social media to get to know her, from her friends to where she goes at night. Joe basically takes control over Beck's life and sets up a series of events to go from boyfriend to stalker, and he just does everything to remove obstacles along the way, and I'm pretty sure there will be a murder involved since it's a thriller. The second book is Her Every Fear from Peter Swanson. This book follows the anxious art student Kate, who is traumatized by her ex-boyfriend because he attempted to kidnap her, and no, he actually kidnapped her and he attempted also to kill her. Her cousin Corbin then suggests to swap apartments with her, so Kate moves into Corbin's apartment, and as soon as she arrives, her next door neighbor Audrey gets murdered, and the police starts to ask questions about Corbin, and then Kate also meets the charming Alan who lives across the courtyards. Kate then finds weird objects hidden in Corbin's apartment, and she finds out that he is also not where he says he is. She doesn't know who to trust and who to believe, and her thoughts, her mind is still full with dark thoughts from her experiences that traumatized her, and she finds herself in a place that she can't even believe herself, so why would she even trust anyone else? The third book is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. So the alcoholic narrator Rachel takes the same train every morning, sees the same signs, sees the same backyards every day with the same families who lives in these houses that she passes with the train. She also feels like she's part of their families at some point. She calls a couple in one of the houses, Jess and Jason. She pictures their life as perfect and she longs to be as perfect as they are. One day, in barely a minute of time, she sees something shocking which changes Rachel's life completely, and she sees her chance to become part of their lives after all. The fourth book is A Girl of Nightmares by Kendare Blake. I've read the first book, which was Anna Dressed in Blood, and it was amazing. I loved this book so much, and I don't want to spoil anything for you, and since this is a sequel and there might be spoilers in what I'm going to tell you about this book, so I would suggest you to skip until this last book comes up the screen. Okay, so here we go, so skip to the last book if you don't want to hear this. In the first book we read that Anna Korlov's ghost opened the door to hell in her basement, and she actually went to hell to save her ghost hunter friend Cass so he could live. Cass can't get over Anna, who he fell in love with in the first book, and he sees her everywhere now. He has a feeling that Anna is being tortured in hell, and he wants to know what's going on with her, and he has this feeling that it's his time now to save her. The fifth book is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. In this psychological thriller, Nick and Amy are celebrating their 5th wedding anniversary when all of a sudden Amy disappears. After reading passages of Amy's diary, the pressure of the media, the police, and her parents being convinced about their good-hearted daughter, Nick tries to tie the lies and deceits and tries to make him not look like a killer more than he already does. He is definitely a bitter person, but he doubts that he's a killer. So he needs to find his wife and needs to know what happened to her. So this was this week's video, you guys. Let me know your spooky book recommendations for me in the comments below so I can check them out. Next week's video will be about Inktober and what will change on my shop. I would like to especially thank my patrons because they are the ones who are allowing me to make webcomics and to make these videos, of course. Thank you again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you again next week. Thank you so much. I love you guys.